Oh, what? Oh, that's the other thing it gave me. And that's not timed, is it? No? Great. So we're doing this one. Let's go. We need to go talk to Ian's son. So that's why Paloma was like, is that Ian's son? Question. What is Ian-san's name in the Japanese dialogue? Do they say Ian-san son? Do they even use san on names in this game in the Japanese language? Like, honorifics. Is that the right term? Honorifics? Japanese honorifics? You know, like san, kun, chan, sama, senpai. I wonder if they use them in the dialogue, and if what they would use for Ian-san. Ian-san-san. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, hello. Ding. Oh, you would. But as soon as I go over there, the conversation's gonna start. Please leave me alone, respectfully. I'm just going around the rear of this wyob, but now that I look at it, I'm really unsure how to climb it. So instead, I'm gonna go up here and try and jump onto this building. And from this building, try to jump onto this. And hopefully not proc the story quest. Damn it.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
You're all very purple. What? Fine. Let me drink my Pepsi Max first. So what you're telling me is that I should have played in Chinese. Thanks for the late notice, folks. Just take it easy before the real work. None of you said that Ian-san didn't have their voice actor. I blame all of you. You guys didn't warn me. You warned me about Karina. Karina? Fuck, what's her name? I'm not going to get it. Diggy girl. You tell me about her. And then you tell me about Kanich? Jesus Christ, I've been away from this game for far too long. But you never said Ian-san. Can't rely on anybody. You two are in charge. Which two? There's 5 of them there. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my feet on my way here. The whole thing will need to be reinforced. How about you just dig it up and start again?
All right. I'll start by moving the...
Sorry, I lent on F. I'm very heavy-handed right now.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Huelio.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know.
Ew.
You see that? Perfectly defined. I can lift this stuff up with one hand.
Yeah, it's reminding me why I'm not enjoying Natlan. The writing's gone weird in Natlan. So that would be a key example. That's just so cringy. My facial expression is one of disgust. And I'd like to go kill myself now, please.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Fair. You know, he offered to help, and the dude declined, so I'm with Huelio. Like, if you want to bitch about it tomorrow, man, don't want to hear it. You chose this path.
Just prepare to be amazed. What?
I'm not amazed thus far.
My back!
You did not lift from the legs. And it was a 2-person lift, so more shame to you. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. Ian-san, do you know how long it takes to mend a back injury? Backs are one of the worst parts of the body you could possibly injure because everything you do uses your back. Even just sitting up in a chair uses your back. This is terrible. I should feel more compassion, but he really put it on himself, and so I just call it karma. Take it easy for the next few days. All right, dude, it could take months for his back to be ready. But whatever, you do you. I don't want this getting worse, and don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have trained harder.
Training's irrelevant. You just gotta face facts that some things are just too heavy and they're a 2-person lift for a reason. No matter how jacked you are. Working out is different from real work. Also true, you do use the body differently. You gotta ease into it. Anyone still not have an assignment? Chief Mutota needs our help.
Ian-san!
Lunara, Paimon, what are you doing here? I don't think the outside's nearly that chirpy, but we'll roll with it.
We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Isn't this Ian-san's local tribe? Why wouldn't we run into Eon-san here? I'm confused. Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape. Oh, sorry. I was just being judgmental because Eon-san was wearing purple. So I thought this was her tribe. I'm sorry. You're wearing purple, but it's not your tribe. I apologize. In which case, Paimon, yes. Why are you here? Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape. I'm sorry. I love her earrings. It's really cute. Our tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather clan was hit a lot worse, though, so I decided to come help. What a good egg. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe and brought them along. These are almost... Okay. Okay, so I'm correct. The people are yours. The place is just not yours. Okay, so I was kind of half right. I was judging by their colours, and the colours are correct. Students? Right, you're a sports coach. Sports? What do you do for a living, Eon-san? Have we ever found out? Students? Oh, I didn't tell you before. I don't think you have. What do you do for a living? I'm a professional trainer. Wait, you're literally a personal trainer? But it doesn't match your image. That's another thing I'm tired of in this game, is that their outward appearance and their dress style and their sense of self reflected in their physicality does not match either their personality or it doesn't match their profession. Siddhali is a core example as well. But Eon-san, she doesn't scream personal trainer to me, and it's a little frustrating. I would prefer that her appearance better reflected her role in the game. But whatever. I'm a professional trainer, sorry. I design workout plans, meal plans, all that good stuff. Also really frustrated that that's been brought into this game because again, that's a very modern perception. Whatever. If you're interested in a particular sport, I'm happy to whip you into shape. Anyway, that's enough idle talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a few people to help with something. Are you two free? As you can see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm short a few people.
Of course! We're also here to help. Let's go see the chief!
Perfect, then follow me. So, fires fuel the flame. How about that for your alliteration? I'm curious to know where this interlude is going to go and if it's going to be interesting in any way, shape or form, because Natlan hasn't really offered me anything of interest thus far, as we all know, hence why I stopped playing for a bit. My Christmas gift to myself was to not play Genshin. It was great. I enjoyed these days profusely. But I'm kind of... the idea of rebuilding after a calamity is in itself a concept I'm interested in, but I'm just not sure that Genshin's gonna do it in a way that I find interesting, because it thus far hasn't done anything in an interesting way in Outland for me, so that's what I'm interested to see. Whether the premise that I would normally be interested in will hold up because it's Natlan, or whether Natlan's just gonna fuck with anything enjoyable. Don't know. We're gonna find out together. So, oh gosh, it's way over here. Okay. Oh, over there. I see. Actually, give me a sec. We made it, Chief.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
Sir? Were you captured and tortured at some point in your history? Your body looks like it's seen better days. And I can't decide if those are sword wounds or whip wounds. What have you gone through? If it was self-flagellation, just be upfront about it. Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something bad happen to them?
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there?
Mentally ill person. That's the subtitle. Mentally ill person.
I'm drowning, and there's something in the water.
Well, I mean, he kind of is mentally ill, but that's not really the way we use the phrase.
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
Gotchita.
The abyss. The abyss is coming.
Have these people been contaminated by abyssal energy? What's going on here?
There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach.
Ugh.
And my stomach is full of teeth.
Ugh.
It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
What I find interesting, though, is that we saw the dude trying to swim, but they're not showing us this woman with her really horrific problem.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
She's... You good there, bro? She's not talking to us. He's got the Ray hairstyle. Kind of. He's also got shaved bits, but same. Oh, he's also mentally ill. Okay. A Kotlan. Oh my god.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
Could someone please take his weapon off him? He's going to hurt somebody. I don't care if it's himself, but I'd like to not get hurt by him.
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor.
Yes, but how did this happen?
They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
Are they contaminated with abyssal energy? What could have caused this?
We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors,
yeah.
lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle.
Oh, so you don't think it's directly connected to the abyssal energy? You think it was just traumatic for them? Okay. I mean, trauma manifests in different ways, sure.
According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions.
So it was abyssal energy.
We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
Who or what is Gasoithoth?
The soy thought? What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
I am super glad that he didn't just leave it at the first sentence and actually followed up with the second sentence, because that was the exact question I was going to ask. He says it's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. And my question was about to be, well then how do you know its name if it's just appeared in the sky recently? Like, did you ask it its name? But then he literally just says, we named it.
Oh,
Thank you.
that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat though?
Oh, I thought we were talking about something else.
True. It poses no threat to us now. But whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it.
Well, it is kind of beyond you. It's more an Archon problem.
There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
Why? Because you didn't have written history from several hundred years ago? Or why? We're not even going to ask the question. We're just going to accept it and move on, apparently. I could try to help, yeah, but they don't seem like they have any manifestations of abyssal energy poisoning.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? Do you feel anything? Is it working? I don't think it did anything.
It didn't work?
I mean, I'm not surprised.
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
What else can you do? Unless, like I said, it is combined with the traumatic event. You'd think that purifying it's as good as you get. What else is there?
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
I don't think they're going to live for very long in this shape, Iskali. I think their lifespan has been significantly shortened.
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth. They survived the battle.
Well, you didn't.
Are we
The Archon
really
did.
just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
What do you want to do? I get your frustration, but if you don't have a solution, you don't have a solution. Of course not.
What is it, Aeon-san?
Nah, I don't know. We'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Yes, but they're a danger to themselves and those around them, so I would be putting them in jail cells temporarily. Let them go where they feel comfortable, and Lunara, Paimon, and I will talk to them.
But,
Okay.
Are you sure about this?
I'm not. I know you're worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But we won't know until we try. Can I also point out, Ian-san, that this tribe is at a great height? They could easily fall over the side of a cliff and get themselves killed. Are you okay with this? Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. Again, see my previous point about accidentally falling off the side? Following Ian-san's command, the crowd disperses. I mean, it wasn't much of a crowd. Alright, it's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. I don't really understand what that's going to accomplish, but hey, guess you're in charge here. This is a bad situation, but I know the warriors will find a way to pull through. After all, we've overcome so many challenges already. What's one more? I find this logic and thought process to be very silly. And also very Genshin, but very silly because it's so abundantly unrealistic. To use the situation specifically, okay, the 6 chosen banded together to give the Archon power, and the Archon banished Gasoithoth temporarily back to the Abyss. Yay, victory. Challenge overcome. But just because that challenge has been overcome doesn't mean that you can surmount any obstacle in your path. Like, there are still things that you cannot fix, that you cannot do. Life and reality still exists. You can't just magically do everything now just because you overcome one hurdle. So just because the Archon got rid of Gasoithos doesn't mean that you can magically cure these people. Yay for optimism, but can we please be a little more realistic about this? It's very frustrating to be like, well, hey, we've overcome all our other challenges. What's another one? We can do it. It's just, I can't get behind that kind of thinking. Talk to the first afflicted individual. I will, but I have to go for a jog first. So yay me. Goodbye. Ah, right. Sorry. I was like, I thought we were facing that way. Then I was like, well, wait a minute. The objective's this way. I got very confused. Anyway, back from my run. And, you know, had dinner and washed my hair. I've done a lot since I last recorded. Anyway, we have to go find the first afflicted individual who is in a rather difficult spot to get to. Hello. Oh, who's the one who's supposed to be supervising this guy? It kind of seems like he's on his own here. You're breaking the rules already. That's nice, Otoko. Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark. So cold. I want to go home.
You are home, question mark? Okay, just wait a little longer and we'll take you home. Wait, that's it? That's it? I thought we were going to talk to him a little more. The caravan from my tribe should have brought some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to warm him up because he says he's cold, but can we not engage in more, you know, dialogue with the man?
Huh?
When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Maybe the light and warmth will help change what he sees. Wait here while I grab some firewood. Oh, thank God. I thought she was going to send me, and I was like, do I look like an errand girl to you? But she's going to get it herself. Fantastic. You feeling any better, Otoko?
Like, underwater. Where is it coming from?
So did we just need to pull everybody out of their nightmare?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
The water looked pretty cool in that scene. It's okay. We brought some friends from the people of the springs. They're great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No. Please. Just leave me. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. Well, can we find out who the hell Duarte is? That was the second time you mentioned the name Duarte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask around and see what we can learn. One thing I have a problem with. One thing I have a problem with, she says after 1,200, almost 1,300 episodes of bitching about this game nonstop. But one thing I have a problem with, and this isn't a Genshin-specific problem, though I'm going to point out why it annoys me here, it is an Asian game-specific problem. And I don't understand where it came from. But you find a lot of pigeon-toed characters, particularly females. Their toes point inwards. You know, the travelers even go inwards to an extent, not as poorly as Ian-san's do, but slightly. You'll notice on a lot of anime characters, a lot of female characters, they'll have their knees close together, like Ian-san, and then the lower legs? The lower legs will go out, and then the toes will point back in. And I don't know, it's meant to be cute, endearing, charming. I don't understand. Being pigeon-toed means there's something wrong with your knees and your hips that have forced your legs to turn inwards, and so your feet naturally fall inwards. I have a similar problem because the arches, non-existent, and my feet fell slightly, and as a result my knees turned in, and so my knees, instead of pointing straight or out, they can point inwards, and if I'm not paying attention to my feet, sometimes they can slightly, very slightly, turn in because my feet have always been quite straight. But yeah, so my knees have a tendency to go in. It's not healthy. It's a sign of a health defect. It's an actual problem. So I've never understood why being pigeon-toed is seen as being endearing in Asian media. Again, it's particularly anime, but I find a lot of MMO females as well. The base characters also have the same problem. I've never understood it. And it's just, Ian-san's really frustrating me because her toes and her feet are so prevalent the way they're turning in. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry. Rant over / confused about how it's attractive when it's a health issue. Anyway, Duarte, yes. I suppose you're not from this tribe, so I guess you don't know these people. That does make sense. Chief, who is Duarte? We're not just going to ask the chief. Surely the chief would know. I mean, it's kind of... unrealistic is not the word I'm looking for. But it's a strange expectation to expect the chief to know everybody in his tribe. But the tribes are so tiny at the same time. I do expect you to know everybody. So wouldn't the chief be able to tell us? Ah, you're the one who's observing him. Brilliant. I would think that you'd be a little closer, but okay. So he's not a harm to himself?
My friend, is he any better?
No. Oh my god, every time I try to drink, this woman talks and there's no dialogue. We're working on it, but I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte ring any bells to you?
Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion.
Oh!
Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him.
Did Duarte die recently during the Abyssal incident? Out of curiosity. Do you have tattoos? Or is that just really weird eyelids?
He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
I think it's just his eyelids and the way the light's falling on him. That means we just need to find Duarte here and...
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
So I was right, but I was wrong. Duarte did die due to the Abyss, but it wasn't the recent incursion, it was a previous one. Okay, maybe we don't need the real Duarte. Ah, that kind of feels a bit... cruel, in a way?
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others.
That's super sad. We just need to impersonate him. What kind of Saurian was he? Where are we? Sorry, I'm putting on socks as we speak. I'm multitasking. The air conditioning's getting a bit cold. Where are we? So we're not the Masters of the Night Wind. We are at the Feather Flower Clan. So the birds, right? The pink birds? So is Duarte a pink bird? I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. I've got the ectomosaurs down pat. I just don't remember the name of the pink ones. Based on the look on your face, I'm guessing you already have a plan. I feel like I'm eating my own hair. There we go. About 6 attempts to get that piece of hair out of my mouth. There we go. Sorry, I have a lot of hair, and when you wash it, it tends to go places you don't want it to go. All right, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your friend. No, I don't think Ian-san was quite that enunciated, but we're rolling with it.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
It's what happens when I work. I come home and I enunciate overly well. And lose my marbles, of course. Bring a Cuckoosaurus. That's its name. Cuckoo. Is that intentional, do you suppose? Just any? Sure there's one closer than that. I have to travel a long way as the bird, too. Really? This is the closest Cuckoosaur? For a second there, I thought I was in some sort of American countryside until that pipe sort of started in. It felt like some sort of hillbilly reenactment. Found one! Now I just need to borrow its identity. Oh, this is a terrible idea. Yes, we're going to walk. Nobody said I had to get there in a hurry. Whee! Oh yeah, probably should have glided. Don't go. Wait, the bird? Hold up.
How are you feeling?
The bird saved a drowning man. Birds known for going far underwater. I know they dip under and they can swim on the surface, but are they known for deep diving? And would it have the strength to hold on? I suppose water, you don't have as much weight.
Duarte?
Step forward. God, I'm so tall.
How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
Shh. Yeah, way to blow our cover, you twit nozzle. What now? Tap his head with your claw, let out a low roar, push him lightly from behind. I wish we'd found out the mannerisms of Duarte, but unfortunately his friend was of no use to us. Push him lightly from behind. Get him out of the water.
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time.
That's what I was hoping for. Let's go, man.
Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me.
See, it's not just me going, the bird deep underwater? Question mark. It's not just me.
Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. I owe you for this.
It's really sad though, because he's gonna wake up and part of him's gonna believe that Duarte's still alive, and then he's gonna realize, no, Duarte's dead. And then he's gonna go through the sorrow all over again. This is so cruel.
We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way.
Yep. Good luck with that. Your bird's dead.
No. Wait.
Now he's realizing.
I failed.
Oh no, he's getting suspicious. Slam him hard? Does that really feel appropriate, Traveler?
Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte.
No, I'm human, thank you.
How did I get here? Who are you people?
Interesting. So he doesn't remember anything that happened, or I suppose he wasn't paying the most amount of attention, was he? To his surroundings.
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
Wait, where did I go? I'm not in the scene. You explain the situation to Atoko. Do I? I mean, I don't seem to be
You
present.
went through all that for me? Well, all I did was cause trouble
There we
for
go.
everyone. I'm so
Wait,
sorry.
how did I explain everything to him when I only just appeared on the scene? And also, was Paimon approaching with me, or was it just me? Because Paimon was already in the scene with the Sun. None of this is your fault. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move past what happened here and what happened to Duarte.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, get some rest. Iskali will leave him to you. That was sad. Talk to the second afflicted individual. Righto. What are you screaming at me for? Oh, it still has that because I didn't click on that. Wait, how long have you got? 7 days. Your problem for later.